सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ Naishkarmya Siddhi, Chapter 3, page number 141, verse number 107 at the bottom. Bodha bodhau nabho sprishtva krishnadhinidagau yatha बाध्येतरात्मकौ स्यातां तदेहात्मनि गम्यताम्. In Vedanta, the understanding of Mahavakya is primary principle. That principle one has to understand clearly. Other than understanding of Mahavakya, nothing else is required. The Advaita Vedantin, the seeker of moksha, must get conviction. Conviction to his own intellect. One has to be convinced that I am Brahman only. No doubt with regard to this statement. There are different systems of philosophies, darshanams, Sankhya, Nyaya, Yoga, Vaiseshika, Dvaita, Vishishtadvaita, and Purvamimamsaka, Astika Matams and Nastika Matams. Many of the other darshanans always challenge that Advaitin or Advaita Vedanta. They challenge the seeker of moksha, the student of Vedanta, has to defend. There is no fallacy in Advaita. Defending oneself, opposite darshanams are there standing in front of you, attacking you, showing the virodha, shruti, yukti, anubhava virodha is there for Advaita Jnanam. Plurality is not there, only Brahman is there, whole world is mithya. All these statements, they mock at us. All other systems mock at Advaitin. You are saying Nirgunam Brahma, Adrishyam, Anilayam, that Brahman cannot be experienceable, you are saying, but how the Shruti Pramana can reveal that Brahman? Shruti is the Pramanam, Mahavakya is the Pramanam, and Brahman happens to be the Prameyam. Pramana Prameya Sambandha must be there. Without relation between the sentence and that object, what that sentence is going to reveal, there must be a sambandha. He is asking, what is that sambandha? You are saying everything is mithya. Then how that Vakyam can reveal Brahman without any sambandha? If everything is mithya, that is answered in these verses. They show the three doshas. First dosha, they thrown upon Advaita Vedanta is Shruti Virodha Dosha. Shruti Virodha Dosha, the Advaitin interpretation of Shruti. There is Srishti in one Upanishad, Srishti Vakyam, Tasmadva ye tasmad atmana akasha sambhutaha Srishti Vakyam. And you are telling, taking those statements that Atma, another Upanishad says, Neha nanasti kinchana. You are interpreting those statements, there is nothing else other than Brahman. Literally you are interpreting. We say they are only Ardhavada Vakyams, you are taking it as real and saying that na bhumirapo na chavanhirasti na chanilo misti na chambarancha. There is no bhumi, akasha, vayu, agni. Upanishad says. You are taking that statement as real, then contradiction comes. Srishti Vakyam, Srishti Rahita Vakyam. So this is called Shruti Virodha. Contradiction between two Shrutis. Then second dosha he poses on Advaita Vedantin is Yukti Virodha. What I am experiencing the world, whatever I am seeing is real, you are telling whatever you are seeing is unreal. Advaitin says, since you are seeing, you are experiencing, it is unreal, you are telling. It is illogical. Purvapakshi is questioning. You, the Advaitin, says, whatever you experience is unreal, you are telling. But that other systems, they confirm that this, whatever I am experiencing must be real, since I am experiencing. This is logical. What you are telling, the Advaitin, you are illogical. Whatever I am experiencing is unreal, you are telling, it is illogical. Therefore, second dosha. Then what is third dosha? Anubhava dosha. My Anubhava says, I am a dukhi. I have old age, I have birth, death, etc. You are telling, I am free from all this. I am Ananda Swarupaha. I have lot of atrupti. You are telling, I am Santosha Ananda Swarupaha. My Anubhava Virodha. It is against to my Anubhava experience. So this is Anubhava Virodha. These three Virodhas are tackled in Brahma Sutra 2nd chapter. We saw Avirodhadhyaya. In Samanvayadhyaya we say there is a consistency. Samanvaya means there is a consistency, there is no any contradiction. In 2nd Adhyaya we address all the systems, other 11 systems of philosophies. They are, when they are contradicting, Shruti, Yukti, Anubhava, doshas are there. We say there is no dosha, there is no virodha, there is only avirodha. We established in the Brahma Sutra. That's Vyasacharya established. So, my intellect cannot assimilate that I am Brahman if these doubts are there in the mind. Yes, Shruti Virodha is there. If your intellect is not convinced, you cannot get the benefit of that jnanam. The Guru has to give that knowledge to you, you have to own up it. When can you own up? When these Purvapakshis are arguing, in your intellect itself they may come, the doubts come. Anubhava Virodha in your intellect itself is a Purvapakshi. How can you answer that? Unless you come to the format, change the format. Ishvara, Jiva, Jagat, triangular format for junior students, for senior students, There is only Atma Anatma. There are no three things. Jagat and Ishvara also, Jivatvam, all of them are only Nama Rupa. You have to come to Atma. Conviction has to come. No Virodha, no Anubhava Virodha. I am Ananda Swarupa only. This is logical also. Whatever is experienced by me is different from me. It is only Agama Pai. It has got its arrival and departure, therefore it cannot be real. I am the Sakshi Chaitanyam, the witnesser of all that experienced objects and experiencing statuses, avasthas also. There is no logical problem also. Shruti says Srishti Vakyam, it is Adhyaropa. Then Shruti negates Apavada. If that Shruti is not negating that Srishti, Apavada Kale, then whole Jagat Nama Rupa will be real. It becomes real and standing in front of you as real Satyam, then Dvaita problem will come. Therefore, Srishti Vakya Taittiriya Upanishad is Adhyaropakala, beginning stage of Vedanta, and Apavada is at the end, ultimate culmination of Vedanta. We have to interpret properly. There are Mimamsa Paddhati. Mimamsa texts are there, advanced texts. Mimamsa means Pujita Vicharaha. Whenever there are interpretational conflicts are there, you have to look into the Mimamsa Tatparya Lingam. Mimamsa is meant to remove the doubts. All advanced texts are only Manana Grandhas to remove doubts, not to give knowledge. Even Naishkarmya Siddhi also comes under advanced Siddhi Grandha. We are not going to get Jnanam here. We are going to remove our doubts. We have got Jnanam while studying Chandogya Upanishad itself. 6th chapter Tattvamasi time itself you are supposed to get knowledge. After Shravanam, if there are any doubts, then these advanced Mimamsa Grandhas will help you to remove the doubts. Siddhi Grandhas or any other Mimamsa Grandhas are not to give knowledge, not meant for Shravanam only, they are only doubt removal Grandhas. Manana Grandhas for the removal of these three doubts. There is no Shruti Virodha, there is no Yukti Virodha, there is no Anubhava Virodha. Your intellect has to be convinced. Unless you convince your intellect without any doubt, without any Virodha, how can you get the benefit of Atma Jnanam? You cannot assimilate. Assimilation of that Atma Jnanam alone gives you benefit. Assimilated food gives strength. Similarly, assimilated knowledge alone gives phalam, ananda. So all these verses of Sureshwara Acharya which we are seeing, they are all meant to remove our doubts. Therefore, Brahman cannot have any sambandha. Shastra pramanam, Brahma prameyam cannot have any sambandha. Then Purvapakshi questions, how can you communicate if sambandha is not there? Pada artha, padartha, prameyam Brahma, there must be sambandha. For that, Sureshwara Acharya has answered from different angles. What he said in the last class we saw 105, um, 104, Shloka 104, he established that is possible. Mithya sambandhena Brahman can be revealed. Brahman can be revealed through Mithya Sambandha. Real Sambandha is not required to reveal Paramarthika Brahman. First he introduced Sambandha is there. Vakya can reveal Brahman. There is a Mithya Sambandha. He accepts first. So Mithya Sambandha is enough. Mithya Sambandha means unreal seeming relation, unreal relation. Enough to give Vyavaharika Jnanam. Enough to give, to remove Vyavaharika Ajnanam. All are Vyavaharikam. So Vyavaharikam also comes under only Mithya according to Advaita Vedantin. So Vyavaharika Ajnanam, Vyavaharika Jnanam, Vyavaharika Samsara, all can be removed by Vyavaharika Sambandha, which is Mithya Sambandha. So Mithya Sambandha is enough to remove Vyavaharika Samsara. Vyavaharika Dvaitam is enough. This Dvaitam what we are seeing, duality, is enough to reveal Paramarthika Advaitam. It is possible. So Mithya Vyavahara Sambandha is there, is the first answer, first reason. How he expressed that Supta Purusha in 105 and 106. Supta Purusha Drishtanta and Akasha Drishtanta. Achintya Shakti, some mysterious way these examples will help us to know. Supta Purusha example, what we saw, a person when he is sleeping, mother comes and wakes up. That person is in Nidravastha, sleeperhood state. Mother waking in Vyavaharika Sthiti Avastha. So Vyavaharika Avastha Vakyam helps to wake up the person who is in Susupti Avastha. Different Avastha it is. How that person is able to wake up. How your alarm is waking up. Alarm belongs to Vyavaharika Satyam. The sleeper belongs to Pratibhasika Satyam. You are sleeping there. Totally you do not know anything. Pratibhasika Satyam is a dream. More than that, deeper you went into deep sleep, but you are waking up. Happening or not happening. Therefore, second example he has given in 106, Akasha. This is the example 105 and 106. Both are the examples. Mithya Jnanam. Mithya Jnana means Akasha Drishtanta. In 107 he has given. That he introduced in 106 Nabha. Sambandha Uttitaha. There, so 106 Supta Purusha example. 107 Akasha example. Another example, this example what he said, blue sky, Krishna Nabhaha. Blue sky, person sees. Another person comes and tells it is not blue, it is colorless. That statement, what Sambandha is there? Sambandha is not there. So, Akasha Drishtanta is Sambandha not required. Without Sambandha also we can reveal that reality. Supta Purusha Drishtanta is Mithya Sambandha, let it be there. He accepted Mithya Sambandha temporarily. In 107, he said Sambandha is not required at all. Akasha Mithya Jnanam. Blueness is Mithya Jnanam. False knowledge. That are Ajnanam about Akasha. Akasha, colorless knowledge is not there. So this is the first statement. Mithya jnanam asti. Akashaha nirupaha iti jnanam nasti ajnanam asti. First statement. Then some one person, apta purushaha, comes, well-wisher, my dear, verbal statement comes. Akashaha nirupaha. Nirupa akasha. Verbal communication takes place. That stage happens. Then third stage, samyak jnanam bhavati. Samyak jnanam is what? Akasha is colorless. Samyak jnanam. For third level. Then what happens? Fourth level. That word akasha nirupaha. That word eliminates the ajnanam of akasha. Akasha nirupa ajnanam will go away. These are the four stages. Akasha continue to be asangaha. Before you were seeing as blue also, Akasha is colorless. After you get knowledge also, Akasha is colorless and asangaha, not having any sambandha with anything. So to show the sambandha-less, relationlessness, this Akasha Drishtanta is taken. Similarly, you have to take Dashtanta also. The students comes with Ajnanam. I am a Dukhi, I am a Ragi, I am Samsari. Like that, student comes as an Ajnani. Then the teacher uses the words Mahavakyas. You are Tat Tvam Asi. Mahavakya is used. Shruti Mahavakya. Then third statement, that student understands. After long study of Shastra, he understands or she understands. Third level. Fourth level is that then the misconceptions will go away. Misconception will go away. There is no Anubhava Virodha, Shruti Virodha, Yukti Virodha. All misconceptions goes away. All those systems of philosophies are closed for once for all. There is no doubt at all. That doubtless knowledge is only knowledge. Doubtful knowledge is as good as ignorance, always. Doubtful knowledge is always as good as ignorance. So first message is Mithya Sambandha. Words can communicate through Mithya Sambandha, like rope snake. Rope snake and snake, rope and rope snake, what relation they have got? No relation. But there is a Mithya Sambandha. That Apta Purushaha comes, and when switch on, he says there is no snake, he says. There is only rope, he doesn't say. First, he says there is no snake. What you are seeing, snake, is nothing but rope. So that is the method of teaching, mysterious way, without any sambandha. And Guru says there is only rope. There is no snake at all. The rope snake is mithya. We use the word snake. We use the word snake. What you saw as a snake is nothing but a rope. What you are seeing the world is nothing but Brahman. In the Brahman place, you are superimposing the world Nama Rupa. With Nama Rupa, Sharira, Jara, Marana, Vyadhi, etc., you are superimposing upon Brahman. Just as you have superimposed snake color, length, and it round, all these are your descriptions. They are all required actually, but you have described. After knowing that rope snake as a real rope only, where this curve end has gone, color has gone of that snake, you understand there are all my misconceptions. You laugh at yourself. What you have done, tremors, frightening, running, sweating, you laugh at yourself. Similarly, once you get the knowledge, you yourself laugh. I was thinking I am a samsari, I am a dukhi, I am a ragi, bhogi, I am a samsari, I am having jara, marana, vyadhi, etc. I was thinking. After coming to Vedanta classes, I have understood, because the teacher is supposed to teach for a length of time, and the text by text development has to be done. Otherwise, the student cannot get that knowledge. That happens very rarely. A teacher who can consistently teach text by text, chapter by chapter, developing that technique method of sampradaya, and the student also the same way, student also must consistently listen along with the teacher's teaching, then knowledge take place, no doubt in that. Just like you are all attending, I hope I am also teaching because of all of you, by God's grace, Ishvara's grace happening. So the student comes with mithya jnanam. The teacher uses the word. There is no need of any sambandha. The second message, he said, without sambandha also, words can communicate. This is the message given in this sloka. Bodha abodhau. First, abodha, akasha is colorless, that knowledge is not there. Abodha means ajnana. Bodha means akasha is colorless jnana. Bodha abhodau. Of whom? Nabhaha. Of that sky. Sprishtva. Asprishtva. That color has not touched the akasha. When you are seeing the blueness, blueness has touched the akasha. Ahinai, blueness, how can it touch? Akasha is asangaha. Anything that is formless cannot have any sambandha or sanga. Formless one, how can you say electricity has got sambandha with tube light? Electricity cannot have sambandha, relation. What relation I said? Adhisthana adhyasa sambandha possible. If at all sambandha you want to say, adhisthana adhyasa sambandha. Asprishtva krishnadhihi. Krishnadhi means blue sky knowledge, which is ajnana. Nidagau yatha. It is nirupaha, colorless knowledge. Bodha nidagau bodhaha, that is bodha abhodau nidagau, that is why dvitiya vibhakti. Jnana kale, bodha kale colorless, abodha kale krishnadhihi. Okay. Badhyeta atmakau syatam. So one of them is cancelled by the other. So the blueness is cancelled by the colorlessness of the sky. The colorlessness of the sky negates the blueness of the sky. Colorlessness of the sky knowledge remove the blueness ignorance. Blueness of the sky, which is ignorance, is negated. Badhyeta means negated. So the four stages we saw. Tatha iha atmani. Dashtanta. Similarly, with regard to Atma also, gamyatam, may you understand. with regard to Atma also, I am Brahman, I am free from Triputi, Pramata, Pramanam, Prameyam, Karta, Karma, Karanam. Triputi is not there really. They are seemingly there. Seeming relation is possible, mithya relation is possible, but there is no real relation. Next page, verse number 108, introduction. Asatye vartmani sthitva ityupashrutya ati vismitaha mahata sambhramena kaschit chodayati. This is another serious problem. Some aside topic 108 onwards up to 110. Some aside topic. Very, very important. We saw all this. I said in Shravana time itself I have given all these things. But this is for further confirmation, conviction sake, to remove the doubts we are studying, to get clarity. What is this serious problem Advaitin we are facing is we are using the word mithya. Mithya word is not used by any other systems of philosophies. Why the other systems are attacking us? They are attacking us the word mithya. What do you mean by mithya? There are only two things, real and unreal. Satyam and asatyam. Anrutam. Satyam, anrutam. Satyam, anrutam. Existent and non-existent. Only two categories are possible. What is this mithya you are using in the middle? So, world is there or not? Tell me. Dvaita prapancha asti va nasti va? Question. Purvapakshi straight away asking. You say asti or nasti. You should not use any other third word. Asti nasti you should not say. But what to do? We have to say world is sat or asat. Sat means existent. Asat means non-existent. Anything in the world, either it should exist or it should not. It should be non-existent. Other than this, what else is possible? We say possible. Third category is possible. But he is blaming us. Now he is got shocked. When we say mithya, the world is unreal. He is asking us, if you say world is unreal, how can you say unreal? I am experiencing the world, therefore you cannot say it is unreal. World is non-existent, you cannot say. Why? Because it is available in front of me, it is existent, I am experiencing, you are experiencing, everyone experiencing. Therefore you cannot say non-existent. World is non-existent, you cannot say. Suppose you say, to escape from this problem, if you say world is real, so world is real, Brahman is real. Again Dvaita problem will come, your Advaita will go away. So either way you are in trouble. Purvapakshi says, oh Advaitin, you are in trouble. If you say world is not there, also you have problem. Because people laugh at you, look at you, you are blabbering or you are just making us fools. Advaita Vedanta teacher says world is unreal mithya. Vedanta teacher has to struggle and bring those vakyams with the Tatparya Lingam. The teacher has to present, carefully handling the words to unfold the mithyatvam of the Jagat. It's not easy to convince the student. Therefore, Purvapakshi is taking it as an advantage. You cannot prove the world is unreal. Might is right. All people are accepting the world is real. Advaita Vedantin says, only Advaitin says world is mithya. Third category, it is neither Sat nor Asat. It is neither Sat like Brahman nor Asat like a rabbit horn. Rabbit horn is not there. That is why Tucham it is. World is Sat, it is real. Purvapakshi says, we say world is Sadasat Vilakshanam. I don't say world is non-existent. What Advaitin says, what is our stand? I don't say world is non-existent. I say world is seemingly existent. World is seemingly existent. Means what? It is not countable. It is only an appearance, but it cannot be counted. How? Just like your reflected face. In the mirror, you are having the experience of the reflected face. Experienceability is there. Utility is there. Of what? Of that reflected face. Whose face? Your own face. You have experienceability of your own face in the mirror. Can you count there are two faces? Here is Grivasthamukam 1, Darpanasthamukam 2. Therefore, there are two faces. Can you say so? You will never say that. You know that reflected face in the mirror is unreal. I am experiencing. Experienceability is there. Utility also there. Prayojanam is there. I use makeup, all those things, buttu bun, all these things, lot of decorations, alankaram and all people are doing to the face. If you go to beauty parlor and all, what do they do? Put sit, make you to sit in front of the mirror. And this side and that side they show. So many faces appears. You know there is only one face. Experienceability is there, utility is there, and you know that there is no two faces or three faces, there is only one face. How do you know? What PhD you have done for that? No. No need of PhD, Swamini, we know very well. You know very well. Common sense. Make use of that common sense. Same thing here also. World is, there is experienceability, utility also. Even dream, water is useful for a dreamer. Utility is there. Therefore, in Mandukya Karika Suisa, Vaitadhya Prakaranam, dream water is useful for a dreamer or waker? Dreamer. Therefore, that dreamer is real, dream water is real, can you say? Experienceability there for a dreamer, dream experience. Therefore, can you say it is real? No. Similarly, here also you have experienceability and utility like Darpanastha Mukham. The whole world is like a Darpanam. Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagari Tulyam Nijantargatam. Pashyannatmani mayaya bahirivo bhutam yatha nidraya. The whole class is based on this shloka of Dakshinamurti. Every week, many times we are playing Dakshinamurti Stotram. Edo Stotram varade, even Thursday and the Guru. Therefore, let me do Namaskara. My dear, that first shloka, Darpanam, Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagari, entire Prapancha is falsified. That's why listen to Dakshinamurti Stotram again and again. I have taken 3 times available in YouTube website. Even Manasollasa also I have taken. All of you make use of it. It is not just Stotram. The entire Upanishadic teaching is there in Dakshinamurti Stotram. Therefore, what we have to say is Sat existent, Brahman alone is existent. There is nothing else other than Brahman. Non-existent, like a muil komb, rabbit horn, tucham. Satyam, tucham. In between there is one category called mithya. It is neither sat nor asat. Then what is that? That is called mithya. Sadasat, சத்துக்கு அசத்துக்கு விலக்ஷணம் அப்பாற்பட்டது. அப்பாற்பட்டது என்ன? சத்து இல்லை, அசத்து இல்லை. அது சத்து அசத்துக்கு வேறானது. அப்பாற்பட்டது என்ன அர்த்தம்? இட் இஸ் டிஃபரெண்ட் ஃப்ரம் சத் அண்ட் அசத். சதசத் விலக்ஷணம். But Purvapakshi is not accepting that. What to do? Therefore, here we gave the synonyms of mithya in Vaitathya Prakaranam also. Asatyam, asat, vyavaharika satyam. Asat anna tuchcha asat illa here. Mithya asat. And mithya is not countable. It is uncountable. So, as good as non-existent. Therefore what? Brahman is non-dual. Look into the words now. People come to conclusion. Means all these systems of philosophers come to conclusion, most of the philosophers. World is non-existent. If you say, they will mock at us. That's why we don't say non-existent. Seemingly existent we say. But he is telling that 104, whatever Acharya said, asatve vartmani sthitva. Asatve vartmani. This sloka in 104, first line, we already saw that vyavaharika mithya pramane sthitva. Vyavaharikam, whatever is vyavaharikam, mithya only. Even Shruti Vakyam is also, we are making use of it to remove vyavaharika ajnanam. Enough. Daniki diniki saripoindi. So Purvapakshi's objection is Mahavakya Pramanam is mithya. Asatve vartmani sthitva iti upashrutya. Upashrutya means partially hearing my statement. You are not hearing completely. Ati vismitaha. You are astonished. When I say world is mithya, you are astonished. You are not accepting the third category. Sadasad vilakshanam, third category is possible. World is existent and non-existent. Irukka illai. Irukkani sollalam, illeni sollalam. Irukka illeni eppadi solla mudiyum? Solla mudiyum. Irukkara maadhiri. Idu thotram. Tamil alagana oru word irukku. Thotram anna. Thotram anna. Appadi theriyadhu una manasukku bhrantinala. So vismitaha, ati vismitaha. By surprise, mahata sambhramena, astonished this person. Kaschit, one Purvapakshi, one student Purvapakshi like. Chodayati, questioning, arguing or questioning. Then shloka 108. नासन्नुपाय लोकेस्ति परमार्थ विनिश्चये नासल्लिङ्गाद्धि भाष्पादेः कश्चिदग्निं प्रपद्यते. Purvapakshi argues na asat upayaha. You have to do anvaya. Paramarthika vinischaye. With regard to Brahman, for the revelation of Brahman, vinischaye means for the revelation of Paramartha, the reality, Paramarthika Satyam Brahman. Paramartha Vinichaye, to establish that Brahman. Loke Asat Upayaha Loke Na Asti. Non-existent Mahavakya. You have said whole thing is mithya, non-existent, because he is not taking as sadasat, he is taking as asat. When we say non-existent, all the other systems of philosophies take absolutely non-existent. Like Muil Kombu they take, but that is not our intention. Rabbit horn like Tuchya Asat is not our intention of saying world is not there when we say. That is why he is using Upasrutya, means not hearing properly, half listening. Half listening means what? See, Tuchya Asat like a rabbit horn I am not telling. When world is not there, that is why anybody asks world is there or not there, and don't answer. Don't answer. World is there. But you add one adverb, seemingly there. World இருக்கு, ஆனாலும் இருக்கிற மாதிரி ஒரு தோற்றம். அப்போ நாட் துச்ச சத்து, நாட் சத்து, பட் சத்துக்கு அசத்துக்கு அப்பாற்பட்டது சதசத். இதெல்லாம் எப்படி புரியும் அவங்களுக்கு? அதனால வாய் மூடின்னு உட்காரணும். நீங்கள் இன்னும் சொல்லக்கூடாது யாருக்குமே. வேர்ல்டு எல்லாமே பொய் தான், எல்லாமே பொய் தான்னு சொன்னால் தே வில் சென்ட் யூ டு கீழ்பாக் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல். எல்லாம் பொய் பொய்ன்னு சொல்லி டீச்சிங் ஃப்ரம் பாஸ்ட் 25 years எல்லாம் மித்யா. டீச்சர், வேதாந்தா டீச்சர், அத்வைத்தின் டீச்சர், வாட் டீச்சிங் மகாவாக்கியா எல்லாம் வியாபகாரிக்கம். வியாபகாரிக்கம் இஸ் மித்யா. Jnanam also mithya, all vritti jnanam, vritti is mithya. All this saying and teaching 25 years, making the students fools and making them to sit and listen. Like that they think. Even big acharyas criticize Mayavadi Shankaracharya. Because Vishishtadvaitis, Dvaitins, they are vehemently argue with Advaitin. You have to listen to Brahma Sutra, website number 2, website Brahma Sutra is there. My recorded audios I kept there. Listen to that Brahma Sutra also. How Vyasa Acharya refute all of them, and Shankaracharya writes elaborate bhashyam in refuting them, how much strain acharyas take. Otherwise they say, when we say world is mithya, absolutely unreal they take. But we don't say. Upanishad says asti nasti sishya achara brahmam. So the whole thing in Advaita Makaranda, Jagat, everything is only Sishya Acharya Brahmam. The whole thing, Upashanta Jagat Jiva Sishya Acharya Ishvara Brahmam. Ishvara also. Silently we have to say with low voice, otherwise they will punch our nose. You require lot of clarity, courage to communicate. Unless you have conviction, you cannot. They think it is a dosha. Advaitins don't care for Ishvarana. We only care, very carefully care for Ishvara. Pujya Swamiji always Ishvara's order he speaks. Understand properly, and that is their problem. What to do? He says seeming existence. We say seeming samsara. Seemingly their samsara. Sir, seemingly Shastra Vakyam removes the seeming samsara. Okay, therefore, even though mantra says Astulam Ananu Swamaha Dirgham Alohitam Achayam, you have to come to that level. So, Upasrutya, having partially heard you have a problem. So, now here he says, Asat Upa cannot become the Upaya. Your Pramanam is Asat. Vyavaharika Satyam you said. Vyavaharika Satyam is Asat. It's not there, non-existent we are telling. How can Asat Upaya can be there in the Loka? Asat Upaya Paramartha Vinishchaye Asat Upaya Loke na asti. In this world, there is no method that which is non-existent. That is the meaning. Asat means non-existent. Non-existent Mahavakya cannot function. For what? To reveal Paramartha Vinishchaye, to reveal Brahman, to reveal the reality. He gives that example in the second line. Na asan asat lingadi bhashpadehe kaschidagnim prapadyate. You cannot establish the fire by seeing the bhashpam means steam or mist. Na asallingadi. So mist is not here smoke. Mist is can you call vapor like. Existence of mist cannot prove the existence of smoke. That mist cannot prove the existence of the fire. Existence of the fire cannot be proved. Now look into the words. He says, which word? 1 minute. The next page. Non-existent Mahavakya. Mahavakya is a pramanam here. Loke na asti means it cannot function. Paramartha nishchaye. So what? Na asat lingadhi. Lingat plus hi. Lingat means, linga means here indicator, mark, symbol. That is a clue. That is clue. Bhashpadehe is adjective to that lingat. Bhashpadehe, the mist or that vapor. Agnim kaschid agnim prapadyate. It cannot establish the Agni. Agni cannot be established by seeing the smoke, mist. You cannot establish the fire. Asat dhumat ityartha. Asat dhumat, non-existent smoke cannot establish by seeing the mist or vapor, steam. That is non-existent smoke. So non-existent smoke cannot, we say parvataha vanhiman dhumavatvat. Then we can accept vyapti jnana. Parvataha, there is fire on the mountain because there is smoke. By seeing the mist, you cannot establish the smoke at all. So asat dhumat, asallingat, he means asat dhumat, when there is no smoke, you see only the mist. By seeing the mist, you cannot establish the fire. Kaschidagnim prapadyate. You cannot establish, you cannot know the fire. You cannot know the fire means what? You cannot infer smoke by the existence of mist. You cannot infer. In the Parvataha Vanniman, we infer the smoke we see, infer the fire. By seeing mist, you cannot infer the smoke here. By inferring the smoke, then you will establish the fire. It is not possible. Therefore, you cannot infer smoke by the existence of the mist to establish the fire. There is fire. You cannot establish. Similarly, next shloka he is going to give the Dashtanta. Dashtanta means to clarify this example. This is not the right example. So, pramanam cannot be, pramanam cannot function. Shastra pramanam cannot function. Therefore, you are taking a wrong clue, wrong indicator, wrong. Why all these problems for him? Because he accepts only two categories. Sat category, Asat category. We say Sadasat category. Adida Vedantin yoka Visheshanam. Uniqueness. Mysterious way and mithya. Mithya means Sadasad Vilakshanam. Sannapya Bhayatmikano. Vivek Chodamani. Bhinnapya Bhayatmikano. Sangapya Nangapya Bhayatmikano. Mahadbhuta Nirvachaniya Rupa. You cannot say it is Sat, you cannot say it is Asat. Sannapya Bhayatmikano. Therefore, Maha Adbhuta Anirvachaniya Rupana. That is why we take to Anirvachaniya Khyati. You cannot explain it. Inexplicable. It is inexplicable. So they are not able to accept what to do. We cannot help them. Unless they come to the third category. If you also don't accept the third category, the whole Vedanta is waste. Advaita whatever weapon. What is that powerful weapon? Mithyatva Nischayam. Mithya, we have to establish Sadasad Vilakshanam. Seemingly real. World is seemingly there. Samsara also seemingly there. Raga, Dukkha, Sukha, Jara, Marana, all are seemingly there. We don't say they are not there. We don't say they are absolutely there. Therefore, they are seemingly there. Whatever seemingly there, that Shastra Vakyam, seeming Shastra Vakyam is sufficient to remove the seeming samsara, seeming birth, death, all those things. More in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.